I feel great and impressed with everyone that competed today, especially the donors, male and female. It's incredible, the recipients. And I think it's just so special to me because, so prior to donating, I was a college athlete. I loved fitness, I loved lifting, I loved training, but I always felt like, what was my purpose? I'm getting up, I used to get up at 4 or 5 in the morning on the weekends and train with friends, but this was after playing softball, and I'm like, okay, well, why am I doing this? Why am I putting so much emphasis on training? Of course, health, but I really enjoyed it. And I would do local competitions, but then when my mom needed a kidney and I was able to do that, I felt like that was the reason why. It was like, I have spent so many years of my life training to be healthy and fit and strong to be able to do this. It was like, that was my purpose. And then fast forward now, it's gonna be 5 years, and to be able to do these competitions, I'm like, this is incredible. Like, I get to literally train for a purpose, for these competitions, amongst similar people. It gives me purpose. So that's huge, and everyone did so great today. It was awesome. I knew that the donor category was gonna be tough. Because we've done the virtual. So I know Darlene, I know Ronnie, and we've been neck and neck. I mean, you all have seen that it's like someone's in first, then you drop down, then in first, so it's been super competitive virtually. So I knew that it was gonna be tough today. I thought all the 3 events were a really good mix of strength, conditioning, endurance, technique. So I thought it was awesome to compete against all those really good athletes. A lot of donors that I've listened to speak have said that you have some sort of calling where you feel like you want to do it, you can do it. You just feel very strongly about it being you. When we found out she needed a kidney, she actually had several other folks step up to donate, which was really amazing, family members, friends. And I was actually kind of pushed to the side because I was not a direct match. So a couple people got tested and then got denied, so they weren't able to. And I'll never forget, I called the transplant coordinator that I had been working with and said, like, come on, like, I want to do this, let me do this. And I begged, will you please? But I just felt so strongly, and time was ticking. Luckily, my mom, she had acute kidney failure and she never had to go on dialysis. We delayed that, but it was getting close. It was like, if you don't find a match soon, my triplet sister is a nurse, so she knew, she kind of guided us as a family into what was going on. And she knew if we could kind of keep my mom off of dialysis, that would be ideal. So it was like, we need to move on this. And so I just called the transplant coordinator and told her that I really wanted to do this. And then after that, once they decided to allow me to go into the registry, we went really quickly. So I ended up being a match for another person, and then my mom was able to receive a kidney from another person as well. I think at the time, I was in my late 20s, healthy, fit individual, and I know that I did have a match really fast. I don't know if she was in her late 60s or early 70s, but I've talked to my recipient. So we decided to have a phone call, and we've exchanged text messages with the family, and I've gotten pictures over the course of the last few years. We still stay in touch. One of my favorite quotes is, the more you give, the more you get. And I really believe that. I just think when I decided to donate, it's about giving, but I actually feel like it's such a selfless thing on the surface, right? But I feel like I would tell people, like, oh no, this was a selfish decision because I wanted my mom to be alive, So I think that's what I would say, like, it brings more to your life than it takes.